Hey team! As promised, today I'm going to be releasing version 2 of the Hypixel UHC Extra Ultimate Overlay. Myself and Andrew worked really hard on making this pack that I'm really excited to show you today. Just before I get into the actual showcasing of the pack, I wanted to go over and address a few things. Number one being the most important. None of this could have been possible without Andrew. He put in a huge effort getting this all up and going. He spent the entire day yesterday making this map so I can showcase it, as well as all of the coding for all of the items was done by him. So if you want to stay updated with future editions of the pack, I would definitely recommend following him on Twitter, as that's probably the best way to get updates on the pack. Now the goal with this pack was to, above all, listen to feedback. So the main difference between this one and the previous one is that everything is now default. When I'm releasing this, it is actually Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for everything this year. I can't say how grateful I am for the channel to have grown how it has and for all the support. Sincerely, thank you. Here's to another great year next year. Let's get started with the pack, and then after that, I'm going to go over some other things as well. To start off, we've got the armor. So we've got hide, we've got dragon armor, we've got the new Exodus, we've got Hermes boots, fusion, Tarn helm, shoes of Adar, 7 lead, barbarian, and apprentice helmet, and here's the icons for them as well. And then moving on to the weapons, we'll start. This is the iron fire aspect, this is the apprentice sword, this is the diamond fire aspect, this is bloodlust, Excalibur, Anduril, and dragon sword. With the fire aspects, because of how it's coded and because of how the code actually needs to work to display these textures, if you have a fire aspect dragon sword, the dragon sword texture will always take place over the fire aspect, which means the only time you're going to be able to see the diamond fire aspect texture is if it's on just a vanilla diamond sword. There's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. It's just how the code works. Here's the bows. So we have the punch version of modular, the poison version of modular, and the lightning version of modular. And then we have Artemis bow, as well as Cupid's bow and apprentice bow. And then here's the miscellaneous items. So up here, we've got the recipe book, we've got tablets of destiny, we've got miner's blessing, expert seal, Ats of Perun, death's scythe, Santa cookie, and philosopher's pickaxe. And then here in this room, I'll actually show you what they look when you're holding them. So start off modular. Then we've got the dragon sword, Anduril, Excalibur, apprentice sword, bloodlust, Ats of Perun, Artemis bow, my personal favorite, Cupid's bow, apprentice bow, death scythe, there's the expert seal, there's the very odd looking Santa's cookie, philosopher's pickaxe, miner's blessing, tablets of destiny, recipe book, and then the fire aspect textures. So that's the showcase. Now I'll go over a few issues and how to install the pack and a couple other questions I noticed on the last edition of the pack. Now to start off, I know a lot of people couldn't get it to work with Badlion and Luna Client. As far as the Luna Client goes, I don't think it works on Luna because they don't have Optifine. They use a different frame boosting method. But Badlion Client, however, worked when I tested it, and multiple other people have tested it and there were no issues. So I'm sorry, but I don't really know why it wouldn't work. Best advice I can offer is try disabling mods, try to just have a fresh Badlion client profile and then add stuff and take away stuff until it doesn't work or it works. There hasn't been any issues when I've tried it, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be working for you. Another common issue I saw, you can see what ultimate another player has, but when you have that in your inventory, it's just the default texture. Now this is actually an issue with Orange's 1.7 mod. To fix this, you need to turn off third person sword block. However, if you want to actually see the textures in first person, you're going to have to not use the mod, unfortunately. This pack doesn't actually work in the recipe book. If you want to check that the pack is actually working, let's say we go to Cupid's bow is a good example. In the recipe book, it looks default, but when we click on it, the Cupid's bow texture is there. This is just how we set the pack up, so if you go into the recipes and you don't see all the textures, don't worry, it's working. It's just how the pack's set up. So I'm going to show you how to actually install the pack now. So once you get the download, it's going to come out looking something like this. It's going to be a 7-zip this time around, okay? So when you get the download, take it and put it in your resource pats folder. Then you need to open the zip and you need to drag this folder out here, okay? Just put that into your resource pats. Then when you're in game, all you need to do is make sure this pack is above all of your other pats. That about does it for the showcase. I really do hope you enjoy this pack. Again, thank you so much to Andrew for helping me out with this. I can't do these without him. He plays such a vital role in getting this going, so thank you. I'll be replying to a lot of people. However, as time goes on, your questions have already probably been answered, so before asking it again, maybe just look through. I'm going to try and answer once or twice to every new question I see. Take care of yourself and have a happy holiday. Cheers. Hey team! Now because it is currently Christmas, I did want to do a special giveaway for this episode, sort of as a way of saying thank you for all the support and all the feedback and everything that you have done for me over the past couple months. The giveaway is going to be for Hypixel Coin Booster, and all I want you to do is tell me in the comments about your favorite Christmas. Now it could be because you had a really great day with your family, could be that you got a really good present, whatever your most special Christmas was. I want to hear about it. I'll be announcing the winner in the next episode of Hypixel UHC, which I'm guessing will be 2 or 3 days after this video. Anyway, happy holidays, take care.